Hey there, my name is Megan, and this is my first video here, and I'm pretty excited to share with everybody some things that have been coming up for me as of today. And right now it is 1:11 a.m. I kid you not. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, yeah. 1:11 a.m. on July 18th. And I don't have my little microphone with me. And I don't have the proper lighting, but I'm going with it because I wanted to share what things have been coming up for me on my journey today. So today, things that came up for me repeatedly. One huge thing was the fact that time is not linear, that the moment is always the moment, and that's what we're living in. Just how we can go into any timeline and heal it now in the moment, because the moment's all there is. So if something happened in a past life or in the past of this life, it was really coming up for me today, like just to recognize that that's accessible to us in this moment, because there really is no past. And it's like, it's a circle. And I think that's why it can get so frustrating for us when we come back to things that we thought that we had already healed or gone through, or we feel like we failed at something because it's come up for us again. But just recognizing that it's a circle, so it's continuous and we keep learning and growing. And that's the point of it. We just keep going and and it's awesome. Okay, the next thing I was noticing today that was coming up for me a lot was the idea of unconditional love. So that was huge. That came up between me and my partner. It came up from something that he was saying to me and things that we've got going on with our partnership lately. And I know that a lot of people have been noticing in their partnerships that things are shifting, maybe things are ending, things are becoming new, and then everything just feels really like it's on a rocky ground. And I think that that's really normal. I've been hearing that a lot from people that are really sensitive to energies. So just, being okay with where we're at, even though that can be really hard, especially for those of us that have issues with, trusting or feeling safe or feeling, like we're afraid or we're worried about things, like we're worried about becoming codependent, or what does it mean to have a partner? Am I healthy enough to have a partner? Things like that I think some of us are dealing with. So so that was coming up today, huge, the unconditional love piece. And just really letting that person be who they are and really unconditionally loving yourself, even for aspects of yourself that you might not think are what society would prefer for you, or what your family, or even what you had thought of for yourself. But now you're finding you have these different desires or these different interests. And so just being okay with the fact that not all of that is at peace within you yet, and just knowing that it will get there, and it's all the journey, right? So, the inner child, healing the inner child, playing, the wisdom of humor, of having fun, that was coming up for me huge today. I decided to just play one of those games for free on the internet that's like you make sushi. I just thought that would be hilarious. And then I found one where you play a roller coaster, and like the people on the roller coaster kept dying because I would make it like too steep. So that was really funny. So just, like bringing in that sacred wisdom of the child and just spending that time with your inner child, giving your inner child the love and attention that it wants and deserves, that reparenting, and then just like giving it that hug, that play, humor, movement. Let's see what else I got here. Letting go of what we thought we knew about anything and everything. Okay, so that's huge. Pretty much it was a day of just recognizing the need to go with the flow, to surrender, to be open. I know that comes up huge for all of us. So I just thought that was something I'd like to share. Healing the sacred masculine sexuality, and empowerment. So that came up for me huge today. A lot of these things had been on the horizon for me for a while, but it seemed like today was a pretty big catalyzing day for a lot of things, which was neat. But the healing the sexuality using the divine masculine within myself is a very interesting and powerful concept, because I've been working for so long on healing the divine feminine in myself, as many of us have. And so just recognizing now that I've worked so much on the feminine to bring that masculine back in, and sort of into that action, into the body, into that passion, that fire, which also brings it into the solar plexus, which I'll talk a little bit about more later on. So just bringing some more consciousness into sexuality, and realizing that that's something that I really do need and that I really do desire, and just setting my intention to connect in that way and to be seen in that way. And when I made that really clear for myself today, then the interactions between my partner and I, he's away, but the messaging that we were having was very open communication, very much in the light, very much talking about connection with each other, and it was really meaningful for me. So it's really neat about, getting your own piece of your own empowerment, and how that, when you get clear with yourself, it makes everything else so much more clear. And you stop blaming people too, which comes back to the unconditional love thing. Okay, what else we got here? Yeah, connection, tantra, that's something that was coming up for me, something that I'd like to explore. The power of these eclipses, of everything that's been going on in the world, it's all disruptive, but disruption doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. And I've been hearing that from a lot of teachers lately, and it's been really resonating with me, so I thought I would share it. Dragon energy has been huge. I feel like tiger energy has been coming up for me today, so that's been pretty fun. It's sort of like that sovereignty, that sort of roar feeling. Again, going back to solar plexus. Okay. Opening my heart, acceptance and presence, self-healing on all levels, connection and community. The health benefits of fruit. I know that's a little bit of like a random one in there, but we'll toss it in. Anyways, so so that was coming up for me quite a bit today. Feeling itchy has been coming up. I've been, you've probably been noticing me in this video itching myself. It's not because I'm nervous or anything. I'm literally just physically itchy on all parts of my body, which I was reading a post about that, and that also comes back to the solar plexus and the sun, which I'll mention after. Yes, gratitude and faith, total and complete faith. Angels, the numbers, 111, like you saw at the beginning of this video, and just all that stuff, just really allowing that to sink in, and for me to be just recognizing within myself, like, yeah, this isn't just random stuff. Like, this is the universe speaking to me, and just having that faith that the universe is speaking to me. It has my best interests in mind, and that I am not separate from it, that I am connected, and that everything is conspiring and inspiring for me and my highest good. So just remembering that. Okay, so yeah, solar plexus. So solar plexus energy has been coming up for me huge today, and I've definitely been inviting it in because I have a solar plexus workshop that I'm doing tomorrow. And it's definitely not my strongest chakra, I would say. It's one that's been a challenging one to keep in balance for myself since childhood, which I know is the case for many people, especially when stepping into your power in past lives caused your death. So if you can resonate with that, then you know what I'm talking about, and you know why solar plexus can be difficult, a difficult one for light workers. So today, the energy of the sun I found was huge, and not just because it was a beautiful sunny day here where I live, but also because I just felt that presence of the sun. And I was listening to an Anthony Williams program, and he was saying to call upon the angel of the sun. And I really thought that was interesting, to call upon the angel of the sun, because the sun has a soul, and to call that into your being. And maybe this is just like basic level stuff and I missed it, but for me, I think of the earth as being a living being, but the sun was sort of like this kind of like gas of fire that sort of was like doing stuff and, you know, and like had an effect on us. But now I'm realizing that it really does have its own soul, just as everything does. It's as alive as anything else. So just really realizing that and bringing that in was really cool. And then it wasn't until tonight, when I was feeling very empowered and aligned and sovereign, that I really realized the solar plexus, the sun. Yeah. And I mean, maybe that's obvious, but it was pretty cool for me to realize that the sun, the solar plexus, and that's what I'm working on healing in myself. And that's what's been coming in. The dragon energy, you know, like the sovereignty, even the sexuality piece, the unconditional love piece. You know, you have a bit of your sacral and heart in there, but it's all connected. It's all good, you know, rainbow bridge. So pretty exciting times. So thank you so much for watching my first video on here. Really appreciate it. Maybe you've resonated with some of this. That's cool and awesome if you have. If not, it's all good too. So thanks so much for watching my video tonight.